Hello, I'm Rachel from Douentza Garden in Ireland, and you are very welcome to this video all about planting a hydrangea here in my garden in that spot over there. And it's very exciting because today I am planting Hydrangea Annabelle, which is one I've wanted for a very long time. Annabelle has beautiful white puffballs of blooms later on in the summer, and I just can't wait for them to beam out of this shady area, just livening up the whole garden. It's a very exciting thing to plant something new in your space and to anticipate how it's going to look in the years to come. So let's get on with it. Let's plant that hydrangea. And right here in the shade of some trees is where I've chosen to plant Annabelle, because like most hydrangeas, she does appreciate a bit of protection and a bit of shade. And this here is my plant, and she suffered a little bit over the summer. We've had a particularly hot summer and she wasn't in a shaded position, and some of the tips of her leaves have gone brown. So in this shady spot, she shouldn't encounter that anymore. And the first thing we need to do, as with anything that you're putting in the ground, is to dig a hole. So this fork was marking the spot where the hole is to go, and I guess I'll start off by excavating with the fork. The prongs on the fork always make it a little bit easier to raise the earth. And we can judge already exactly what a dry summer it's been, because this earth, my goodness, it is bone dry. Now the hole is going to be about twice the size of the pot. Twice as wide anyway, and a little bit deeper. Probably that's about the right size hole for a plant this size. And I'm going to backfill with compost, of course. And the next thing is to get my plant out of the pot. So giving it a bit of a squeeze around, and out she comes. Now this is actually too deep, so I'm going to have to raise the level a bit, but no harm that I loosened up the soil at the bottom. And now I'm just going to put some soil back in and a bit of my compost. And mix them together. Now we check the level. It's still a bit deep. And let's try her again. And that, I think, is just about right. So now I need to decide which way round to orient my bush. We all have a good side, and it depends where I want her to be viewed best from, and probably this angle here. So I don't know, maybe something like that. Looking good. Of course, with the Annabelle hydrangea, it's an arborescens, so it gets pruned hard back every spring to just a framework. So the fact that she looks particularly good from one angle or the other now isn't necessarily representative of how she's going to look going forward. Right, so now I'm going to backfill with earth. So filling up the hole with a mixture of my own earth, because I want her to get used to my own earth, and compost. And then just to press the plant firmly down in the ground. If you're going to stomp on it, just do it lightly, not terribly heavily. And she should be good to go with a bit of water. And of course the last step is to water dear Annabelle in. A really good watering. I'm going to use a whole watering can on her and then just keep a close eye that she remains hydrated going into autumn. And of course the watering can needs to have the nozzle this way up. The nozzle for the watering can shouldn't be like this, it needs to be like this. And when it's on like that, then the water goes up and out and just prevents you from compacting the soil. And we are going to look forward to this hydrangea going on and flowering magnificently in the years to come on this channel. And there we have it. Hydrangea Annabelle is planted in the garden. Just two things I might have done differently. If I had some mycorrhizal fungus, then that's a great thing to put on the roots of shrubs and trees if you want to just give them a good start. It helps them interact with the soil very quickly and get going. But I don't have any. And if the plant were very pot bound, then you might be best off to just break up the roots a little bit, but I think she was okay. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please do check back soon next year to see how this beautiful shrub does in my garden. Thanks as always for watching.